students, welcome back to class. My name is Miss Kadie, and today we have a new student. His name is Ben Shapiro. He has 3.3 million followers, at least he does right now. And today he's going to talk about John Lennon's song. John Lennon wrote a song called Imagine. It's such a beautiful song, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. He talks about peace on earth. He talks about having no religions because religions cause wars. Remember, they're always fighting with each other. And he's talking about having no boundaries to countries, which is an interesting topic too, because then there's a more free flow of people and we can share things. And John Lennon's song is a very wonderful, peaceful song. Unfortunately, John Lennon, who was a member of the Beatles, was shot. Let's see what Ben has to say about the song, and let's make sure that he understands the lyrics to John Lennon's song. Remember, we're not caring about his opinion, whether he likes the song or not. We're just caring about whether he understands the meaning of John Lennon's song. I'll be taking notes.
The song Imagine is the worst song ever written. It is a horrible...
Sorry? What did you say? Let me just go back a bit. Maybe I didn't hear properly.
Okay, so, as you all know...
As we all know?
The song Imagine is the worst song ever written.
Oh, Ben, this isn't starting out very well. No, Ben, that's your opinion. We don't all know that. How can a song about love and peace be the worst song ever? Have you ever heard any other songs that talk about violence and killing people? Unfortunately, Ben, you're going to get an X for that. That's just your opinion.
It is a horrible, horrible, evil song. And it's not just evil because it's pretentious and ridiculous and the piano chords and all of that.
How can piano chords be pretentious? That's strange. Piano chords just are. They're just a sound. They're not pretentious or not. I'm going to put an X there. The person playing the piano could be pretentious, but this is just musical notes.
It's an evil song because the actual ethos that is promulgated by Imagine is completely idiotic. Imagine there's no countries. It's easy if you try. Right? Okay, so...
What's wrong with imagining things, Ben? We need imagination in this world. Without imagination, we cannot imagine what a better world would be like. Children use imagination and it's essential in their play, and scientists use imagination because it's essential in looking at a hypothesis, imagining something, wonder if it's true or not, and then thinking, oh, I'm going to test that. Then you use your scientific skills to test something. So imagination is extremely important. And in fact, Einstein said it. Imagination is more important than knowledge. And I know that you have a lot of imagination, Ben, because you're a very creative person here. You have 3.3 million followers. You must have surely imagined what life would be like if you could have more followers, more subscribers, and that's okay.
Let's just be a little frank about this. Right now, it's pretty obvious there are countries because every single country on planet Earth is...
Yeah, John Lennon never said there were no countries. Ooh, you get another X there. You are twisting his world. He said, imagine there are no countries. He didn't say there are no countries. What's wrong, Ben? Do you not understand the words he's saying? He's literally saying, imagine there are no countries. He didn't say there are no countries.
Closing its borders to all of the other countries. And they talk about imagine that...
Yeah, we're imagining that... We're not imagining that we're closing the borders. We are closing the borders. What are you imagining right now? You're imagining that he's saying first of all, he's not even alive anymore. He doesn't know about COVID.
The lyrics include imagine there's no heaven. Imagine there's no hell.
Yeah, he's asking us to imagine there's no heaven and hell because... What he's trying to say is that when you imagine that you are going to heaven, a lot of times people do things just because they think they're going to heaven, or they try to be good just because they don't want to go to hell. But that's not a reason to be good or bad. The reason to be good or bad is because it's just to be good. That is, it's just because it's the right thing to do. Be good just because it's the right thing to do, not because God is watching you. There are many atheists who are extremely kind. There are many religious people who are extremely unkind, Ben. You know that.
Right? All we care about is what happens here on Earth, which of course would lead pretty quickly to a moral breakdown of society.
Wait, what? You think you're trying to say that if people were all atheists, this would lead to a moral breakdown of society? Really? Because I'm an atheist and I don't see myself breaking down society. I see myself and many other atheists questioning things and asking, how can we make this world a better place? I don't think that I'm going to get wings and fly around after I die. I don't think I'm going to go to hell after I die. Most scientists who are pretty intelligent people and who have researched these kinds of things pretty much understand that the Bible and other books are fairy tales. They are just written in order to control society. Ben, you know that. Surely you don't believe that the earth is flat or that unicorns exist, do you?
The song is just tremendously horrible. It's a horrible song with a horrible, immoral communist message. I've talked to...
Immoral and communists, how can you use that in the same sentence? Something that's immoral is mean. Communism is just an idea. It's about sharing things, about being kinder. Now, yes, there are dictators at the top of communist regimes who can be awful, but in theory, if everybody actually did their part, communism wouldn't necessarily not work. Yeah, there's lazy people around, and so capitalism does have its benefits, but it's not necessarily evil. Or that's just your opinion, Ben. Right now we're talking about the lyrics to John Lennon's song. He never mentions the word communism. He talks about peace and love.
Talked about it on the show extensively before. This is the single worst song in human history. I mean, this sucker makes...
Again, that's your opinion.
Justin Bieber look like Beethoven.
Makes Justin Bieber look like Beethoven. First of all, Beethoven was composing songs, and I don't think he wrote too many lyrics. He mostly composed melodies, which aren't giving any kind of a statement. Justin Bieber often sings about things like baby, baby, baby. You're saying that that's better than it is to sing about trying to imagine a better world where there's enough food for everybody, where animals aren't harmed, where there are no factory farms? That's what I think about when I think about the song Imagine. Now, John Lennon didn't talk about factory farms because, of course, factory farms didn't exist the way that they do now when he was alive. It's unfortunate that he was murdered because I'm quite sure that he would have been vegan. I think he may even have been vegetarian, but I don't know. The kindest people on earth, Ben, are vegans because they care not just about themselves and their own health, but they care beyond themselves. Ben, you have dead animals in your fridge. You're somebody who cares about yourself in that regard. Maybe in other regards you don't. I don't know. But unless you're vegan, then that's exactly the point. People who are religious can be unkind. People who are not religious can be extremely kind.
It's pretentious. It's garbagey. The morality that it's...
Garbagey? How can a song be garbagey? What do you mean by that? Garbage is something that you throw out that's dirty. How is a song about peace and love dirty? Sorry, Ben, but I'm going to have to give you a few more X's for these statements.
Just spew. It's moral spew. It's worse than that. It's not just nonsensical. There's a sense to it. There is a sense.
Okay, wait. It's nonsensical, but there's a sense to it? Which is it, Ben? One or the other? Okay, I'm going to give you an X for that because you're not making sense. You have to make up your mind either way. Listen, Ben, I think we've heard enough of your speech because at the moment you have so many X's and not one single check mark, unfortunately. Listen, Ben, what I urge you to do is watch this amazing, there's an amazing video. It's really short and it talks about being kind. It's only 1 minute and 45 seconds and it talks about being kind to the animals.
Help animals every day.
Go vegan today. You can save over 100 animals per year.
You see, these people are being kind. They're asking this young lady to imagine what her life would be like if she was vegan. Of course, as is normal, she doesn't really listen. Most people, like you, Ben, don't listen to this important message because you are stuck in your ways and you have a huge ego and you cannot put it down. But you can put it down. You just have to imagine that you can be a good person and feed your family healthy vegan foods.
How can you tell someone's vegan?
How?
Don't worry, they'll tell you.
They're so annoying. I'll have the burger medium rare. Hey, Mom, what's going on?
So at the beginning of this video, remember it's only about a minute and a half left, she is not vegan and she's eating dead animals, just like you are, Ben.
Smells good.
Right?
Now she sees some slaughter footage and she's becoming aware that what she's eating is not what she really wants to eat. And she looks at her dog and realizes, I wouldn't want to eat my dog. I don't want to treat animals badly. Most people, Ben, want to try to be good.
They were out like slaughtering animals and like eating them and the blood.
Hi there. I actually didn't think pigs got this big.
I'm so sorry.
You was that vegan?
Yeah. What are you, vegan now? I don't know, maybe.
Remember, Ben, it takes 100 clicks to become vegan. Maybe this video is just number 1 for you, Ben, or your followers, but it happens a little at a time. Sometimes even in your sleep, you start to realize that what vegans are saying is true, that you can be kind and you can be vegan. And you can start now this process of learning and educating yourself. That's a video called Cowspiracy. You should look at it. There's another one out called Seaspiracy. There's 2 important videos that you can watch, Ben.
I'm not gonna eat meat or dairy anymore. Still looks like meat. When I looked into that cow's eyes, there was someone staring back at me. It's vegan.
Shut up.
Yeah?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna have the black bean burger. Hold the Swiss. Is your mayo vegan? Okay, I'll have that.
I think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a go.
That's awesome. Way to go, Mom. Hey, you could save over 100 animals every year in the environment. Go vegan.
Ben, you too can be vegan. Have an open mind, have an open heart, and thank you just so much to everybody who is here listening. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We'll be listening to Ben a little bit more in the future too, and we'll be reminding him that he can be vegan from now on, and so can all of you. And thank you especially to everybody who is not being vegan phobic, who is not being automatically mean to vegans for no reason. Thank you to everybody who is being vegan fantastic. That doesn't mean that you're necessarily vegan, but you're at least kind and open to the message. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in the next video and in the next class. Bye. Do 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 do.